Hello everyone, in this video I will show you how to round a number. So when you round a number, rounding number is just trying to make a number easier. So in here I have a few examples. So when you have a 38 instead of 38, we see which number is this close to make it a little bit simpler, right? So when you see 38 is between 30 and 40. But which one of these it is close to? 38 is close to 40. So it's basically like telling the time. When someone asks you the time, if it is really like, let's say 10:56, you don't say 10:56 or 4 minutes to 11. You just say 11 o'clock. To make it easier, right? Because it's just a few minutes doesn't matter, right? Unless it's very important. Or like one of those telephone numbers, right? People don't remember all the telephone numbers, right? So instead of telling the people to remember 1-800-582-345, those long numbers, you just give them a word. Like for example, 1-800-O-Canada is easier to remember than all the numbers, because you can find O in the keypad of your phone, and you can find all CA and whatever, all those things. So the same thing, rounding helps make a number easier to deal with. When it comes to mathematics, we just want to work with easy numbers, right? It's just quickly, just a few numbers back and forth doesn't change it, right? So that's why we round. So to round a number, basically any number, so from 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So any number between here, when you are rounding a number, let's say 38. If someone said round 38 to the nearest 10, right? So it means you round this number, but you look at this number. So if this number is between 5 and 9, you increase this by 1, which make it 4, right? So you add 1 on this one to make it 4, and then change this to 0. If this number is between 0 and 4, you just leave this number as it is. Again, you change this to 0. So in here, we're rounding to the nearest 10, above and below. So we have to circle which one do we have to for. So in here we have 13, right? 13 is between 10 and 20. But which one is it close to? Close to 10 or close to 20? It's close to 10. So when they say to the nearest 10, you just look at this number. So you have to, if you don't know the place value, you have to look into that. And once you know the place value of a number, then it's easier to round. So when it says to the nearest 10, you look at this number. You're rounding this number, but you look at this number. Which 3 is where? 3 belongs to this part or to this part. 3 is between 0 and 4. When it's between 0 and 4, you change this to 0 and you leave 1 as it is. So 13 is closest. So basically rounding means finding the closest number to that. And here we have I've made a few mistakes with the numbering. I had a lot and I removed it. I removed some of them. So 67 is between 60 and 70. Okay, so 67 is between 60 and 70. So we are rounding this number, but we look at this one. Where is this? And when you look at it in a number line, or if you write it like this, 7 is between 5 and 9. When you have this, you just add. You just add 1 to this number. So 6 plus 1 becomes 7, and you change this to 0. Therefore, the answer is 70, because 67 is close to 70, not close to 60. Again, 56. 56 is close to 50 and 60. And where this number is close to, it's close to 60, so you circle that. Now again, it doesn't matter how large a number is. When they say to the nearest 10 or to the nearest 100, that's the number that you have to look. Here again, they say to the nearest 10. So this is the number that we wanna round, right? So when you round this, you look at the 5. 5 is close, 5 is in here. So what do? We add 1 to 8. So it becomes 890. Again, this one is between 280 and 290. But this is close to this one, so you circle this because 4 is here. So you just leave 8 as it is and change 4 to 0. 615 is close to 610 and 620, but 5, right, is from 5 between 5 and 9. So you circle this. So you round 1, change 1 to 2 because you add 1, right? And it becomes 620. So 778 is between 770 and 780, but because it's 8 is between 5 and 9, you add 1 to this number, it becomes 8, and you change 8 to 0, so 780. I have here a few more examples. Now it says round each number to the nearest tenth. Remember, that was the 10. In this example, we had to the nearest 10. Okay, there it says tenth. There's th. So it means we are looking at the decimal part. So when they say to the nearest tenth, the 10th place value is over here. So we round this, but we look at 4. 4 is between 0 and 4, so we leave this number as it is and change 4 to 0. Again, 9.36, we want to round this number, but we look at this, the number on the right side. 6 is between 5 and 9, you add 1 on 3, it becomes 4, 9.4, and change the 6 to 0. Again, the same thing, it change 4.60 because this is 7 is between 5 and 9, you add 1 on 6. The same thing here, you want to round this, 9.80 because 8 is between 5 and 9, so you add 1 on 7. So in this example, we have round each number to the nearest hundredth. Remember the hundredth? Okay, this part is very important, to the nearest hundredth. Okay, so you have to add. So now you have to look at this because the place value is this one. Now we round that, but we look at these numbers, so it becomes 4.440 because 4 is from 0 to between 0 and 4. Now with this one we round this, but we look at that number, it becomes 2.830 because 7 is between 5 and 9. Again, we round this number, it's 3.710 because 2 is between 0 and 4, and this number becomes 2. So in here we want to round this to the nearest hundred, right? You want to round this, but if you add 1 to it, it becomes 10. You can have 10 here, so you change that to 0, so it's basically like this, 2.69 plus 0.01. okay, so 9 plus 1 is 10, carry over 1, 1 plus 6 is 7, 7 plus 0 is 7, they put the decimal, and the 2 plus 0 is 2. So that's why when you add 1 on this, it becomes 10, carry over to this, it becomes 7, so 2.700. So I'll provide you with some links, interactive links and games, so you can practice more. So hope you understand this and enjoy this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe.